Learning how to make espresso coffee at home, as good as that made by a barista, takes practice and the right equipment. There's nothing like freshly ground coffee beans for aroma and taste. You can either buy your beans freshly ground from a coffee house or invest in a grinder. If you decide to buy freshly roasted and ground beans, make sure they really are fresh and not stored on the shelf for several weeks. Coffee starts to lose its flavour as soon as it's ground. You could buy freshly roasted coffee beans and grind them yourself. Only grind the amounts you need, but if you want to grind more, you could always store your coffee grounds in an airtight jar. Providing you store it immediately after grinding and the beans were fresh, you should be fine for a few weeks. The size of the grounds is very important. If they're too fine, your espresso will have a bitter and very strong taste. Too coarse and it will have a weaker taste without much body. The ideal texture is like granulated sugar. As a rule, you should use about 7 grams for a single shot and about 14 grams for a double shot. Always use purified water, as the taste will be much better. Never use boiling water to make coffee, as you'll ruin the taste. Coffee should always be made at about 200 degrees for best results. There are various different types of coffee machines for making espresso. The most basic is the stovetop or mocha pot. This isn't true espresso, as you need a high pressure pump for creating the perfect cup of espresso. A mocha pot comes in 3 parts. You put water in the bottom part, then you put ground coffee in the filter basket. As the water heats up, brewed coffee is forced up into the coffee pot, which sits on the top. If you're using a stovetop espresso maker, you'll need half to 1 tablespoon of coffee, 2 tablespoons of water. You can buy single-serve espresso makers that use individually packaged capsules of ground coffee. This is a great way to make the perfect cup of espresso, as it's all measured out for you. You can buy espresso machines with a steam pump and inbuilt grinder. You could try experimenting with different roasts and grinds, making your own blends for that perfect cup of espresso. For more information on coffee, coffee maker reviews and lots more, visit coffeepotstore.com.